The man charged with Charlie Kirk's murder is in court today. Attorneys for Tyler Robinson are continuing their push to restrict media access to the proceedings, including a ban on cameras. Robinson faces aggravated murder charges for the fatal shooting of the conservative activist back in September during an event at Utah Valley University. Going live to CBS News Justice correspondent Scott MacFarlane now. Scott, why would Robinson's lawyers want to limit media access inside the courtroom, do you think?
There have been so many requests from so many different media outlets to open up more of what's happening in this landmark criminal prosecution. This is a one-of-a-kind case with unique interests, not just nationwide, but worldwide. And there are some considerations the court has to take into what it wants to open up, what it wants to release in terms of the paperwork, the filings, and what it wants to show to the public in a state where cameras are permitted in the courtroom. There's been this rapid series of high-volume court filings on the issue over the past few days, and there was, at some point this afternoon, an open session of a hearing on the matter, but most of it has been behind closed doors. As you can imagine, if you're going to talk about what the public should and shouldn't hear, you have to have those deliberations out of the view of the public and then reveal what's deemed to be admissible publicly.
And Scott, you also have some breaking news on a grand jury's refusal to re-indict New York Attorney General Letitia James. What can you tell us about that?
It is exceptionally rare for a federal grand jury to reject the request for an indictment by the U.S. Department of Justice when it presents its case behind closed doors. Not only did a grand jury in Alexandria, Virginia today decline the latest effort by the Department of Justice to indict Letitia James, it's the second grand jury to do so in as many weeks in Virginia. The Department of Justice has just swung twice and missed twice, trying to get a fraud case against Letitia James. They accuse her of engaging in fraud to secure a mortgage for a house in Virginia. She has denied those allegations from the start. A few weeks ago, there was a case filed and agreed upon by a grand jury against Letitia James, but it was dismissed by a judge who said the prosecutor on the case was unlawfully appointed to the position. So the department has tried twice since to get that case resuscitated and failed. It is a statement when a grand jury says no to a request for an indictment by the feds, and there are now two different grand juries who have just made the same statement. But one source tells CBS News the Department of Justice could try again with a different grand jury in Virginia, in Richmond, next week.
Scott MacFarlane, thank you so much.